Welcome back to Hodges Fieldhouses. We have Iowa Central Wrestling on the docket for you tonight. They go up against the number 4 ranked Iowa Western Reavers. Iowa Central comes in ranked number 9, and we will feature a couple ranked wrestlers for the Tritons right now. At 125, we have Vargas. We're not sure who's wrestling at 125 yet. We have Vargas, Jackson, and Coy might all wrestle at 125, but the 125 wrestler for Iowa Western is Isaac Garcia, and then at 133 we have Rooney for Iowa Central, and then at 133 we have Russell, or it could be Clearster for Iowa Western. Russell is ranked number 2 at 125, so he is wrestling up tonight if he does wrestle. And then at 141 we have Minor for Iowa Central, and we have Leal for Iowa Western. And at 149 we have Miller Johnson, but Iowa Western is open there, so Johnson should get the win. And then at 147, we feature Gamble, who is one of my favorite wrestlers to watch. He's really quick. And then at 157, again for Iowa Western, we have May. Gamble and May will be going up at 157. And then 165 for Iowa Western is Ruttons. Ruttons will be going up against Ashton Eiler. And then at 174 is an open again for Iowa Western. And at 174 for Iowa Central is Anthony Johnson. Or it could be Raimundo Vasquez. So each one of them will be out there at 174 to get the win, as Iowa Western has the open. And then at 184 is Josh McFarland for Iowa Western, and then Christian Leak for Iowa Central is at 184. And then at 197 we potentially have 2 wrestlers for Iowa Central. It could be Quez Bostic or Lawrence Smith Jackson. And at 197 for them is Dejon Campbell. And then at 185 for Iowa Western is Trevor Stevens. And then at 185 is Boone McDermott for the Tritons tonight. Right now we have captains out there doing the flip for us. Iowa Western is in the blue and gray singlets tonight, as Iowa Central will be in their darker blue. It looks like we will have Vargas wrestling right now at 125. I see him over there by the scores table. Vargas does come in ranked 6 in the country from Rio Rancho, New Mexico. He is a sophomore at 125. And Isaac Garcia is not ranked right now, but he is a sophomore from Albuquerque, New Mexico for Iowa Western. Expect Vargas to be really aggressive right here. He is going up against a kid that isn't ranked, but Garcia with a quick takedown right there for 2 points. Garcia staying on top. I think Vargas kind of got startled there, Does come in ranked 6. Vargas trying to make something happen. He's still down below. Garcia is really riding his right hip right now, trying to make sure he doesn't get up. Vargas has a potential escape attorney, but Garcia brings him back down to the mat. They're very close to the out-of-bounds circle right there. Vargas is reaching for that back leg, trying to get a hold of Garcia, but Garcia is riding that hip really, really well right now. Garcia is really trying to get him into a cradle, looks like right here. Swinging around, could potentially have a Nelson here if he gets it around. Vargas isn't doing much fighting down there on the bottom. I don't think he expected to be down this quick. Because again, Garcia is up 2-0 right now over Vargas. Garcia does have over a minute of riding time right now. Vargas just trying to get up, get out, get that escape point. Almost had it. They will be called out of bounds. Vargas will be on the bottom where he has struggled so far in the first part of this match. We are over halfway through the match. There's a minute 23 left in the first period here. Iowa Western went too early there. Vargas trying to get up, could get the escape, but he's going to get picked up and put back down. Again, the Iowa Western kid is riding that outer hip very, very well. Vargas can get free here, and he will get the escape point, and will make the score 2-1 right now. for Garcia. Just under a minute left in the first period here. Both wrestlers fighting for position right now. Vargas trying to make something happen after he did get down. He is down quick here, 2-1. Vargas could get a takedown if he can't get around that hip. Garcia's got his arm locked there, so it is kind of hard for him to get around, but he will not. He takes him down again, and he does get the takedown. He is now up 3-2. Vargas does have time to get back points here if he can't get him on his back, but Garcia's being really strong, trying to get up. Vargas has got a hold of his left hip, his left leg, excuse me, right there. It's both legs wrapped around, so it is very hard for Garcia to get up. Still did not get away. Vargas will take him down again, but that is not another takedown. At the end of the first period, Daniel Vargas is up 3-2. He did get down early 2-0 in that period. Vargas deferred his option, and Garcia will take the down position as Vargas will be on top. Garcia with the escape will tie this thing up at 3. Vargas trying to go quick with another takedown. Vargas has got a hold of that hip if he can get around him. He's pulling him back into the circle, and he did get another takedown. It is now 5-3. The ref will call them out of bounds. Again, Garcia will be on the bottom, and Vargas is on top. Vargas really trying to break him down by the arms there. An escape point will be awarded to Garcia. It is now 5-4. Two really nice shots there, back-to-back by both wrestlers. Vargas is trying to get around him to get working better. Really good hip control by Garcia to stick with him and keep moving around with him. There is just about 37 seconds left in the second period right now. Vargas is trying hard for the takedown, and he does get it. It is now 7-4. Just under 20 seconds left here in the second period. Vargas has got a hold of that wrist. Just trying to get him turned over here to get a takedown, or get into a pinning combination here. He will run out of time. End of the second period, Danny Vargas is up 7-4 over Isaac Garcia of Iowa Western.
I think Vargas did a really good job during that period, being a lot more aggressive than he was in the first. I think he took it a little easy, expecting to have, since he isn't ranked, kind of seemed like he was taking it a little easy at the start, but really powered through in the second to get a hold of the lead.
Yeah, you saw Vargas look a lot more aggressive there in the second period, and I think that really shows of how good of a wrestler he is, because he did look out like he came out and it wasn't. He was just like, okay, this is kind of the match I can get, not facing a ranked wrestler. Vargas will get another takedown, and it is now 9-4. Vargas is getting the riding time taken down. He will be he's just now to even riding time here, so he will be added more points if he does finish with positive riding time. He will escape for Garcia. It is now 9-5.
Garcia's doing a pretty good job staying in this fight or this match.
He's really doing really good with his lower body, not letting Vargas really get him down. When he gets down, he let him get him back up. As we just said, that Vargas gets another takedown, and it is now 11-5. Another escape for Garcia makes it 11-6. Just under a minute to go here in the match. Garcia wants to pull aside. He's got to make some magic happen here, but Vargas looks to be in good control here as he is on top. You know, really has his legs stretched out, so it makes that grip that Garcia's got on his back leg there to be really hard. They did call a stalemate, so they will go back to the neutral. Both of them high and fighting. Vargas trying to get a takedown before the match ends. There's just 20 seconds left. He is up 11-6. Trying to spin around. Garcia with good hip control there to stay with him. Still nothing so far. And this will end 11-6 for Vargas. Iowa Central gets their first win of the night. We'll go up 3-0 in the match right now. What'd you see from Vargas on that one?
Like I said, it just seemed like he really started out a little slow. Kind of expected maybe to be able to just kind of push him around a little bit, but kind of saw a little bit of a fight from Garcia, so he had to kind of switch up his game plan a little bit in the second, and he really just got real aggressive in the second and the third and just kind of pushed through him for the win.
Right now on the mat we have Maddie Roney for Iowa Central, freshman from Ardmore, Oklahoma, going up against, I'm not 100% sure for Iowa Western. They did not say. There's two of them out there. They do have two wrestlers for 133 that did weigh in. This matchup is it's kind of interesting. I've seen Rooney wrestle. He has looked really good at times, but he is just a freshman, so he's kind of had a little bit of a freshman wall. But I think he can really use his length. His legs are really long, so he could use his length, and this is a big factor. He is a lot quicker than what most 133s are too as well. Really nothing happening so far. Rooney trying to attack and get in for the takedown. Both wrestlers are still up. The wrestler right now for Iowa Western is Camden Russell. He is ranked second at 125, so Rooney does have his, it is John Kleister. Kleister with the takedown here and makes it 2-0 for him. Rooney trying to get the escape. Rooney gets the escape, makes it 2-1.
So far, it seems as though Rooney has quite a bit of height advantage on his opponent during this match.
Yeah, he does, but I think that Kleister for Iowa Western, he's got more of a build.
Yeah,
he's kind of a smaller kid, but he's a lot more built.
Yeah, it looks like he spends some time in the weight room, ready to push around with Rooney a little bit.
Rooney counteracting there. Nothing big's really happened in this match so far as we do near the end of the first period. Just about 33 seconds left in the first period. It is 2-1 for Kleister of Iowa Western right now. Kleister with a takedown. If he gets the hips around, it will be. If he can get around the hips, it will be a. Oh, they do have a reversal, but they will be called out of bounds before that happens. Nothing will go up on the scoreboard. Just about 17 seconds left here in the first period. Iowa Central did win the first match. Vargas did beat Garcia of Iowa Western. It is 3-0 for Iowa Central in the match right now, as we are just nearing the end of the first period here. And it will be 2-1 for Kleister of Iowa Western over Rooney of Iowa Central. Rooney picks down Kleister will be on top here to start the second period. Kleister's really been the more dominant wrestler here, using his strength and his quickness. Rooney hasn't really used his length as I expected him to, but it is now 2-2 right now as we are all tied up. Kleister with a nice shot there. Still nothing happening. Both wrestlers are tied up right there, about the middle of the mat. Again, the score is 2-2 right now. We are tied. Kleister does have the riding time right now, about 6 seconds. Rooney with the nice shot here. If he can get around, he will have the takedown. Kleister's got him wrapped up right now in the lower body, right around his arms, right about the armpits. Rooney just driving, and he will get the takedown to go up 4-2 right now over Kleister. And he will get, and he does gets the pin. Really quick turn of events there from a match that was kind of just, them out there hand fighting. But wow, Rooney really used his length and his strength to power through Kleister. Kleister not being the tallest wrestler, as you can see, Rooney definitely had the height there, kind of put him into a bad position there, and just some stuff you're gonna have to go on and work on and fix.
Yeah, I was impressed with the way Rooney, when he went for that takedown, he kind of got wrapped up around his head, and it looked like he could have at one point gotten pinned himself, but he just kept pushing through, and he got the pin for himself, so it was really good there, just switch it around. Really big for Iowa Central here, too, in the match.
Iowa Central with that pin goes up 9-0. That is 6 points added up to their score. Right now on the mat, we have at 141, we have Brett Miner, a freshman from Lewisburg, Kansas, going up against Daniel Leal, a sophomore out of Corpus Christi, Texas. Haven't really seen Miner wrestle a whole lot this year when I have commentated the home games here, but he does look to have, again, the length on the Iowa Western kid right now. Both of them kind of hand fighting right now, each one fighting for position. As we do go up in weight classes, expect it to get more physical and the guys not be as fast because we are going to higher in weights, but it will be more physical as we do go. Again, Iowa Central is up in this 9-0 right now over Iowa Western. Still, both wrestlers fighting for position here. Garcia trying to do a chuck. Still, both of them fighting for position. The score is still 0-0 here as we do near just under 2 minutes left in the first period. Both of them, neither one to make the first move. Kind of waiting for the other one to go first to counteract that off of that. Could be getting close to a stalemate. Both of them could get caught stalling here as nothing has happened yet. Some hand fighting now going on. They will go back to the tying up. Just about a minute left here in the first period. Miner with a quick takedown, really using his speed there as he gets up quick 2-0. We was waiting for the kid to go down again. He did that quite a bit here in the first period. Miner just used his speed to get over there and get around his hips and get on top of him for the takedown.
Yeah, you can tell Miner was really looking for the opening there, and then as soon as he saw it, he really went out and grabbed it.
Yeah,
got the takedown.
it kind of looked like both of them was waiting for him to make the first move. You know, both of them just sitting there fighting, waiting for somebody to make the first move so they can counteract it there. Miner does kind of have a cradle set up here if he gets his positioning right. Well, Miner's riding him pretty high here. Into the first period, Miner is up 2-0 over Leal of Iowa Western.
So far, there's been a lot of hands fighting and battling for position in this fight or match.
Both wrestlers will be in the neutral position here to start the second period. Miner with another good opportunity here to get a takedown. They will be called out of bounds, and they will both go back to the neutral position.
Leal got a little lucky there when he went for that move. He kind of left a huge opening for him, and he's lucky they kind of fell out of bounds before anything bad with a takedown.
Lucky he was close to the out of bounds there. Otherwise, Miner could have took a good advantage of that. Again, Miner is up 2-0 right now over Leal. Iowa Central is up 9-0 in the match. They got a pin in their last one from Rooney, and then Vargas with the decision 11-6 over the guy he faced. Looking like a lot of the first period here. Both of them just fighting for position, waiting for the first one to make the first move. As Leal goes in for a shot, has Rooney's legs, trying to get around, but Rooney really good at counteracting that. Both of them still fighting for position here.
It was a good job of Miner there to make sure he threw his shoulders up and got them off the mat, because that could have been dangerous.
Yeah, Miner could have easily been in a pin position there, but he was able to use his quickness and counteract everything that Rooney was doing and just go with the flow. Just under a minute left here in the second period. Miner is still up 2-0. A lot more action we're seeing here in this period than we did the first. Both of them kind of hand fighting right now. Each one looking to make the first move. So one thing you've noticed here in the first two periods is that both of them really like to drop down after they're tied up to see if they can go in and make a move. And as we're talking about, it just happened again, and Miner right now could potentially have a takedown if he can get around him. They are nearing the out of bounds, and it will end the second period. Again, the score is 2-0 for Miner over Leal of Iowa Western.
So far, Miner's done a really good job. Whenever Leal does make that move when they're tied up, he counteracts it real fast, doesn't let him spin behind him and grab control of the hips for the takedown at all.
Miner is on bottom as Leal will be on top here. Miner does have 50 seconds of riding time. Miner trying to get up, get another point here possibly if he can get the escape. But Leal's riding him pretty tough. And Leal will let him up. It'll be now 3-0 for Miner.
How's that not a takedown if he got an escape there?
Because an escape happens when the person on the bottom gets out. He just escapes.
Okay.
Looks like we're gonna stop play here. Maybe they got some blood on the mat. Get that cleaned up quick. Let coach talk with the kid. Talk with Miner. They're gonna clean up Leal right now. Leal looks like he's got a bloody nose. Get that to stop. Looks like we're all good to go. Again, Miner's up 3-0 right now in the match. Both of them hand fighting and tied up again. Kind of look like they're both a little exhausted right now with the way they're wrestling out there. Their feet are really back, and they're not really squared up at all. All you can hear from up here is the coach yelling, move your feet, and they both look pretty tired here with just under a minute left here in the third period.
Definitely not taking as many shots as they were the first two periods. They're definitely look a little gassed. Oh, now they're taking some shots.
Miner's just got to stay strong and not make a big mistake here. He is up 3-0 right now.
Just hold that position. You should be able to ride this one out.
Just about 20 seconds left here in the third period. He is up 3-0. Both of them just standing right there. Two points will be awarded for Leal right at the end, but that does not be enough, as the final will be 3-2 for Miner over Leal.
Leal tried there at the end. He wanted to get back in it. He got close. I'll give him props there, but just 1 point too short.
Yeah. It will extend Iowa Central's lead 12-0 with the win by Miner. Coming up next, we have an open right now. Nolan Miller Johnson will get the win here, as there is an open for Iowa Western at 149. So that will add 6 more points up into the board. It is now 18-0 for Iowa Central, right now. All right, coming up for the Tritons, we have our second-ranked wrestler, number 7, Andrew Gamble, out of Belton, Missouri. And then for Iowa Western, we have Levi May, a freshman at Omaha, Nebraska. Gamble is probably one of my favorite wrestlers to watch on this team, just with how he plays. You know, he's not ultra aggressive, but he takes his shots when he needs them, and he's really, really fundamentally sound. Gamble gets down quick here as May goes up 2-0. Escape for Gamble makes it 2-1 now. Again, Iowa Central is up 18-0 over the Reavers of Iowa Western. Both of them kind of hand-fighting each other across that here. Gamble with a nice shot. Waited for it to open up. Nothing yet. Still nothing. Gamble trying to get around. Still in bounds. Oh, they are going to call it out of bounds, as the Iowa Western wrestler did go off the mat completely. He hit the hardwood. It was really a really nice shot there by Gamble. He extended the guy's arms up so he was able to shoot in for the single leg. But May just able to counteract it and keep his hits moving and turning and going around to be able to get out of bounds and nothing happening there.
I thought that was a really good job by May counteracting that shot, because it was a very nice shot by Gamble. He didn't let it become a takedown at all. Flipped him around and even honestly almost got the pin.
Gamble really used his strength there. Both of them still tied up fighting here, trying to get positioned. Oh, they're going to be called off. Gamble just trying to muscle his way over him to get the takedown. Didn't really go for a shot, just tried using his strength. Both of them will come back to the neutral position. Again, May is up 2-1 right now over Gamble. Gamble is ranked 7th at 157. May with a nice shot.
Both wrestlers have been really aggressive this period. Let's see if they can keep it up for the whole match, or if they'll get tired like the last match did a little bit towards the last couple minutes.
Again, both of them just fighting right now. May is up 2-1 right now over Gamble. Both of them hand fighting still, waiting for someone to make the move. 30 seconds left here in the first period. Campbell again just trying to use his strength. Campbell does look like the more built wrestler out there. More defined, should we say.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like there's too much of a height advantage between the two. Gamble seems like he might have an inch or two on him, but doesn't seem like it's anything that could affect it. Gamble seems to be out muscling him on that.
Gamble,
right
we've seen, just hasn't really gone for a move, just used to use his pure strength to try to take him down right now, as he is down 2-1 still. Into the first period. May for Iowa Western is up over Gamble of Iowa Central right now, but Iowa Central is up 18-0 in the duel.
Got a little more blood on the mat. I think he either cut his finger or maybe he had a bloody nose and got it on his finger.
Looks like a little cut on his finger. They're going to get on May there. They're clean the blood up off the mat.
This Saturday in Hodges Fieldhouse, we have women's basketball at 1 and men's basketball at 3 o'clock. Nice doubleheader.
I won't be on comms, but I'm sure my boy Dawson here will be. So
more than likely.
Yeah, just come out support. All right, starting the second period here, we have Gamble in the down, and May will be on top. Really good here for Gamble to get an escape quick to tie this up. Gamble trying to sit it out, and he does get up quick, like I just said. It is now 2-2. Expect Gamble to be aggressive here, go quick. He does want to get up. One thing Gamble does do very well, is he does really good at tiring out his opponents. You know, he in the two home meets that they have had prior to this one, Gamble has done a really good job of just wearing and beating down on the other kids. He has, and you know, we might see it here where May gets a little tired and Gamble's he's going to take advantage of that. Again, we are tied at 2 right now. Gamble with a nice shot there, and he does get the takedown to go up 4-2. Gamble again just using his strength he has over May.
Gamble was doing everything he could there to get him on his back.
Gamble does have 20 seconds of riding time here too. We're just nearing the end of the second period. 35 seconds left here. Gamble's up 4-2 over May. Gamble looks like he's trying to get a crossface in, but May's just being strong. May might get called here for a stall, as he hasn't really been moving much down there, so wouldn't be surprised if one of those is called. As the ref's in there telling him probably to get moving. Into the second period, Gamble with a big period comes out, scores 3 points, and goes up 4-2 over May.
Definitely looked like the ref was at least looking towards wanting to give him a stalling call, but just kind of let the period run out.
Gamble with over a minute of riding time here will have a chance to add more onto it, as he will be on top and May will be on the bottom. Gamble just lets him get up for free there. It is 4-3 now. Both of them kind of tied up here as we just started the final period here. Gamble trying to go quick to get a takedown, using his strength. And they will call him off before Gamble was able to get the takedown. May just kind of turned his back, and Gamble took advantage of it, using his speed.
I was going to say it was a very smart decision. As soon as Gamble saw May turn his back, he didn't even think about it for half a second. He went right at him and tried getting that takedown.
You can just look at May. The difference between May and Gamble's body movements right now is that May is tired.
May is tired. You can even tell kind of in his body color. He's a little red. You can tell he's put about everything he's got into this match. You can tell he's fought really hard.
Yep. Gamble is up 4-3 right now in the match. Just about 45 seconds left here in the third.
Gamble just doing his best to hold on here.
30 seconds left here in the third period. Gamble is up 4-3. We're going to get called for a stall here as neither wrestlers were making a position move.
Is that just like both wrestlers got called for a stall, or?
Looks like there's more blood on the mat here. Looks like May's side of his leg is bleeding here, and his nose.
Oh yeah, definitely has a little cut on his leg.
Get that wrapped up and stop bleeding here before we resume play. 28.9 seconds left in the third period. Gamble is up 4-3 right now over May. May has fought really hard for the kind of wrestler Gamble is, where he's going up against him.
May's kept himself in this one, and with 30 seconds left, he still has just as much of a chance to win this or pull this one out as Gamble does. He's just gonna have to overcome a little bit of tiredness.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna wrap up May's leg here, as he does have a cut on it. And we're ready to finish out this third period, both of them in the neutral position. May's got to go quick here if he wants to make something happen, and that's what he does right out of the gate. It is 4-3 right now. Gamble is up here. Gamble trying to get another shot in, maybe get some extra points here to increase his lead, make it a little more comfortable. Gamble just holding on here. It looks like he will pull this one out. It is 4-3, the final of this match. Gamble defeats May of Iowa Western. Extends the Tritons lead 21-0 in the duel.
After they cleaned up his blood a little bit, May seemed like he really kind of, even if he was tired, he really brought everything he had into finishing that one out. And he went quick and hard. He was definitely pushing through the exhaustion.
All right, on the mat right now, we got Ashton Eiler, ranked number 5th at 165 from Killebec, Ohio. And for Iowa Western, we got Noah Rutgens, a sophomore out of Norfolk, Nebraska. Again, Eiler does come in ranked 6th as he is down quick here, 2-0. Again, Iowa Central is up in the duel, 21-0. Eiler trying to make something happen, maybe get a reversal here as he is trying to set up for a move down there.
I haven't watched too much Triton wrestling, but so far, from what I've watched a few meets before this, Eiler definitely starts slow, but should more than likely turn around a little bit like that first 125 match.
Eiler trying to get the takedown on the reversal here, and he's got the reversal. It will tie this up at 2. Eiler trying to set up the move, bringing him back closer to the mat as they are close to the out of bounds. Eiler just has 1 foot in here. I don't know if that was quite what Ruttons wanted to do there. It looked like he was going to go out of bounds, but Eiler's trying to turn him over here, get into a pinning combination. If I was Ruttons there, I just kind of wanted to go out of bounds. Instead, he just brought himself back into the mat, and just Eiler keeps adding to his riding time he's got.
It's over a minute in riding time now.
Again, Eiler just being strong on top. It is tied 2-2 right now. Rutten's not really doing much out down below, just kind of holding on. It seems like Eiler almost got him turned over. Eiler looks to be too tall right here as he resets back up as he realized he was too tall. Still looks to be too high. Doesn't really look like he's got much. Not really much Ruttons can do. Eiler's got him. Looks like has a crossface in and has a hold of that back ankle and is wrapped around his hips pretty well. We'll end the first period here. Tied at 2. Eiler with the 1:06 of riding time there ends the period. He looked really strong on top after he got a quick Ruttons got a quick takedown on him. Eiler will decide to go on bottom as Ruttons is on top.
Eiler seems to have the height and build advantage in this matchup.
Eiler with the escape adds to the lead, is now 3-2. Ruttons coming with the takedown. Eiler using his length he has. Eiler trying to get his legs free so he can go around. He's got one of them free and he's got 2 of them away, and he will get the reversal. It will be 2 more added points. It is now 5-2.
Eiler's done a good job so far.
Eiler's got him on his back. Got him on his back here. Could get some good points here. Doesn't quite have that left shoulder down for a pin yet. Just has got to
turn him over a little more.
Use his upper body here. Use his upper body strength to power over him, get him over.
Here, oh.
Keeps turning him. Not quite yet.
It's a good job here by
Ruttons just fighting through it. Doesn't quite have the shoulder down yet.
A lot of fight from Ruttons here.
Yeah, Ruttons really not letting that shoulder go down. God, that's got to be painful the way that looks right there.
Got to be painful. His entire body is twisted like a pretzel.
Oh, Ruttons didn't do himself a favor there, but he will get the other shoulder up quick enough. Again, it is 5-2 right now for Eiler. Eiler just maybe got to back off here a little bit to get that other shoulder down.
You can tell in his face, Ruttons is putting everything he has to make sure he doesn't get pinned.
Yep, 7 seconds left here in the second period. 5-2 for Eiler right now over Ruttons. And he will get the pin right there as time goes.
Right at the buzzer.
Right at the buzzer, the pin for Ruttons, or pin for Eiler, excuse me. Ruttons putting everything he had into it, but just got pinned right there at the buzzer.
I really thought Ruttons was gonna pull it out, and get it to the third period. It was as close call as it comes.
Ruttons' body just tired there. Eiler with the pin. Adds some more points up there for Iowa Central. But then there will be an open here at 174, and that will add some more points up there for Iowa Central. Iowa Central is up 33-0 right now in the duel. And right now at 184, we have a freshman from right here in the hometown of Fort Dodge, Tristan Licht, going up against Josh McFarland, a freshman out of Tilden, Nebraska. I have not seen Licht wrestle at all this year yet, so this will be my first time. As he does get a quick shot in there, not quite the takedown yet, but he is fighting. McFarland trying to get his leg free, maybe get the reversal here. Still nothing yet. Licht really holding on to those legs, trying to use his strength to power through there. Still nothing yet. And he will get the reversal. It is 2 points there.
I have no clue. Yeah.
McFarland is up 2-0 right now. They're really close to the out of bounds here. Each wrestler's got a foot in. Licht trying to fight, trying to get back up. It looks like McFarland's got that wrist, but they will eventually get called for out of bounds. Licht will be on the bottom as Ruttons is on top. Licht trying to go quick there to get out, but McFarland doing a nice job to have his arms wrapped around him. McFarland taking him back down to the mat. Still on top here. He's just got about 40 seconds of riding time. McFarland trying to bowl over him to get the pin as they will reset up for this. Licht fighting hard down there, but McFarland's got a hold of both of his wrists, so it's hard for him to get going. Licht's got one arm free. McFarland's still fighting hard there on top. McFarland now's got that hip wrapped. He's got the hip and the ankle there. He tries to pull him over. He will be getting back points here. Again, McFarland nearing 2 minutes of riding time here. Licht looks to be in trouble. McFarland almost has got that. McFarland's got to get that back shoulder placed, but he will be able to roll him back over.
Licht does a good job getting out of it there. Kind of used his strength to make sure the other shoulder didn't come down.
McFarland awarded with 4 back points there. He'll extend his lead 6-0 right now. Licht still fighting pretty hard there on the bottom. McFarland's done a really good job of holding on to at least one of those wrists. Most of the time he's had both of them when he's been on top there. End of the first period. McFarland's up 6-0 over Licht of Iowa Central, but Iowa Central is up 33-0 in the duel. Licht could get some much needed points here if he can get McFarland on his back. He is down here 6-0. Both of them are pretty close to that out of bounds. I think the only one with the foot in right now is McFarland. Licht trying to make something happen down low as McFarland is up on him 6-0 right now. They will both be called out of bounds. McFarland will be on bottom as Licht is on top. Licht's cutting into McFarland's riding time pretty big here. It was at 2 minutes, but it is down to 1:20 right now.
running out of time a little bit. He's going to want to get some points quick. Otherwise, it could be a pretty heavy deficit to overcome in the third.
Lick's trying to get him here in the cradle. Almost has him, but McFarland doing a really good job to counteract everything he's doing. McFarland, to me so far, has looked like a really fundamentally sound wrestler. Doesn't get too high, doesn't get too low. McFarland with the reversal extends his lead 8-0 right now, as he does get Licked on his back and will get points here. Lick trying to fight this off. 13 seconds left here in the second. Trying not to get pinned here at the buzzer.
Will we have another buzzer pin? And he will escape the buzzer pin.
But McFarland will be awarded 4 more points. Extends his lead 12-0 right now. Lick's got a pretty big deficit to overcome here. He's got to get a lot of takedowns. He's got to trade takedowns for escapes. Here, go 2-1. Both of them kind of just leaning on each other. Not really much happening right now. They both do go out of bounds. They both will be back in the neutral position. Lick with a nice shot. Trying to get him turned over for the takedown so he can get around his hips. Finally doing a really good job of holding on to his ankles and possibly getting the reversal if he can get free. And he will get the reversal. It is up 14-0 right now. One more point and Lick will be tech fault here. Just under a minute left in the third period. Lick doing everything he can to still fight. I think he's going to run out of time here as there is 40 seconds left. This will be more points added on to Lick's. So McFarland's score will be 17-0 right now for McFarland. Lick gets tech fault right there, and Iowa Western will be on the board for the first time, as they will get 5 points. Makes the score 33-5 in the duel. 2 more matches to go as we get to the 197 right now for Iowa Western. We got Dwan Chapman, a freshman out of Hill City, Kansas. And we got a sophomore from Columbia, South Carolina, Quez Bostic at 197 here for the Tritons. I've watched Quez go, and Quez likes to get off to a fast start like you just saw. He does use his strength a lot as he goes up 2-0 quick. Quez might not be the fastest, but he does use his upper body strength. As you look out there, and he does, his muscle tone is pretty defined.
Definitely has a lot of upper body strength by looking at him.
Again, Iowa Central is up 33-5 in the duel. Chapman just trying to get up right now and get the escape point. But Bostic, like we said, has got the big upper body strength. They will be called out of bounds.
It's crazy because if you look at Chapman, he's actually bigger.
Both of these guys are pretty ripped.
Definitely not scared of the weight room.
For a 197-pounder, Bostic is pretty quick. As you can see him control his hips and stay square. He's just keeping going with Chapman as Chapman's trying to get up.
Yeah, I was just about to say, it's crazy. You look out right now at 197, you got 2 pretty quick, pretty big athletic guys, and you look out for the next fight, and they both probably still pretty athletic, but a different type of egg.
Bostic will be on top here, as Chapman is on the down. Bostic still trying to get him down. Bostic really using his upper body strength, that he has over a minute of riding time here on Chapman. Bostic really working hard to get him turned over. Bostic just counteracting everything Chapman's trying to do.
Refs tell him to keep working.
And both of them kind of not really doing anything right now. Yep, we're going to get a stalemate called. They will go back to the same positions. Chapman on the bottom, and Bostic will be on top. Bostic nearing 2 minutes of riding time here as we do end the first. You know, Chapman gets his strength to get back up, but Bostic using his upper body strength just enough to bring him back down, as Bostic has heavy minutes here on the riding time. This has been what we've seen all match so far. So we just near the end of the first period, 25 seconds left. So we're gonna get a warning called here on Bostic. Still a lot of the same. Bostic on top here, Chapman on the bottom. Every time Chapman tries to get up, Bostic uses upper body strength just to bring him back down.
Bostic up over 2 minutes and 45 seconds of riding time in this one. Yeah. Definitely showing his upper body strength on it.
Bostic almost the 3 minutes of riding time in that first period. And there's only 3 minutes in the first period, so
exactly.
So a lot of that first period, Bostic was on top, and he is up 2-0 going here into the second period. He will be on bottom here, and Chapman will be on top. It's time to see if Chapman can use his upper body strength here to kind of wheel himself back into this. He is down 2-0 right now, but Bostic will get the escape. It is now 3-0 right now for Bostic. Bostic going fast, and he does get the takedown. Brings his total 5-0 for Bostic. Just adds more onto that riding time he has.
Riding time's just going to keep on climbing. Crazy because Chapman is honestly the bigger guy from the looks of it, and Bostic is just keeping him down, not letting him really do anything to him.
Yeah, Bostic's really that gritty wrestler. He wrestles with a chip on his shoulder. Doesn't matter if he's wrestling the number 1 ranked kid, he's going to go out there and give it his all every single night.
Definitely isn't wrestling like an unranked wrestler tonight.
Yeah. Again, it is 5-1 right now for Bostic over Chapman. Bostic with another takedown, extends his lead 7-1.
That was a beautiful move. Ducked the feet back a little bit.
Lets him back up. It is now 7-2. Bostic being aggressive, fighting. He will get another takedown as he just shoves him over and falls right on him. It is now 9-2.
Just bullies him into another 2 points. Iowa Central bench seemed to like that one.
And Bostic will let him just get up automatically here. Will be 1 point added to Chapman's Chapman scored now 9-3 for Bostic. Quez Bostic still trying to bully McFarland around down there, and he's been doing it all matches. He has 3 minutes and 8 seconds of riding time in this whole match.
Bostic's
so he goes again, and he's going to get the pin here. It's a really nice move by Bostic. They're using his...
Bostic's bullying on that one looked a lot like Boone McDermott's match against Nyack. Just kind of didn't put up much of a fight, really.
Yeah. McFarland not very happy after that match, but Bostic bullied bullied McFarland that whole matchup.
Over 3 minutes of riding time, and gets the pin. That was some wrestling.
A point will be deducted for sportsmanlike conduct for Iowa Western. Looked like Iowa Western. McFarland wasn't very happy after that, so he did throw the band off the side. But coming up next is one of the most exciting wrestlers to watch in all of NJCA wrestling, and that's Boone McDermott coming in at rank number 5, a freshman out of Dubuque, Iowa, and Trevor Stevenson, freshman out of Council Bluffs, Iowa, wrestling against the other. Boone is not the typical big man.
Oh, not at all.
Boone is strong and built. He is not a big guy.
Craziest part is he's from my hometown, and if you would have seen him his sophomore year of high school, you would have never believed he was going to turn into the beast he was. He wrestled at 130, I think it was 133,
wow.
Sophomore year of high school.
And Boone looking to get some quick points here. He's already up 2-0 right now. 4 more default back points will be awarded to McDermott.
He's just pushing McDermott down.
And that's the thing, though, is most of the kids Boone goes up against are bigger around the stomach area. But if you look at Boone, you can't see his stomach.
Nope, not at all.
He's built. He doesn't miss a day in the room, in the weight room. It is ridiculous.
You see him in the calf. He's always got plates full. He definitely doesn't miss any time in the weight room. He's a different type of heavyweight. He's the athletic, built heavyweight, not really the push you around with your weight heavyweight. Yep.
Boone is going to use his strength, and he's really quick again. As you saw, I mean, this other kid's probably weighing in at 285, and he just picked him up and threw him down earlier. So Boone really likes to use his strength. He bullies the kid, just like we just saw with Bostic. And as Boone could get a quick pin here. Trying to get that back shoulder, and I think he will get it. He will get the pin to end the duel here as Boone, one of the better wrestlers to watch in NJCA, gets the pin as the Tritons will win this one 45-4 over Iowa Western. A big duel win for Iowa Central as Iowa Western came in ranked 4. Dawson, what are some good points you saw in tonight's game?
So the last 2 fights were definitely, I would say, the most 2 exciting matches of the night. Both just bullied their opponents to victory and honestly just used their strength. They showed what they practice in the weight room every day for. They honestly just looked like the better team tonight. I know that Iowa Western didn't wrestle their top lineup, I'd say, but they still came out and showed like they can compete with any team in the country with performances like tonight.
And again, do a quick rundown of what's happened tonight. Daniel Vargas is your winner at 125. Matty Rooney is your winner at 133. Brett Miner is your winner at 141. And then Nolan Miller Johnson got an open win at 149. And then Andrew Gamble at 157. Ashton Eiler at 167. And then Anthony Johnson at 177 got the open. And then at 184 was the Tritons' first loss for Iowa Western. It was Josh McFarland winning that one. And then Quez Bostic at 197, and then Boone McDermott at 285. Those are your winners for tonight, and that will do it for me and Dawson here on the Triton Nation Network. Thanks everybody for watching here from Hodges Fieldhouse, and I hope to see you next time.
We'll see you Saturday.